So hello, my name's Rob, this is Cattle Rabbit Scale Model Studios, and in this video we're going to see if the 2021 Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team starter set still holds up. So, Kill Team, set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe where squads of elite operatives are pitched against each other in furious small-scale skirmish missions. This game has appealed a lot to me, and it's something I've wanted to get my hands on for a while now. There are loads of Kill Team box sets out there, but I decided to jump right in at the very shallow end with the 2021 starter set. And before we get, chances are I am going to forget to mention something, so check out the description below, and also do consider giving this video a like or a cheeky subscribe. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, in this box you get everything you need to start playing with a friend, a family member, pet, or even Castellan Crow himself. He always loses. And this includes a miniature version of the core rules, a recruit book, 22 Citadel miniatures with transfers and bases, 6 pieces of orc terrain, 6 Kill Team barricades and 3 combat gauges. You also get your instructions, a set of dice, and a sheet of tokens, and a nice playmat. Nice. But to begin with, as I always like to do, the amazing box art. And if anyone does know who the artist is, please do let me know in the comments below so I can pin it for others to enjoy. Flipping the box over, you can see what a fully painted game setup will look like, along with some examples of what your miniatures can also look like fully painted. So opening up, you can see that we have that lovely plastic crack goodness we all enjoy when opening up a bumper box of minis. But this time not too much, and I think that's a good thing, as sometimes too much can be a bit overwhelming, especially for new players. So first up, we have the minis. You get in this box Orc Commandos, Krieg Guardsmen, and they are both spread over 3 sprues, with the Orcs hogging a bit more plastic than everyone's favourite shovel-wielding Guardsman. Next up, the scenery. This is the big chunky junk piles we've seen in the Orc Mechboy Workshop and the limited Octarius release. There's not much to it, but enough to get new players started. Next up is the combat gauges and barricades, with the latter adding some extra cover to your games, while the combat gauges are the cornerstone to doing pretty much anything in Kill Team. Then we have our cool little art card. Some like to display theirs, so if that's your thing, awesome. It's nice enough and has a lovely Krieg Guardsman on it. And here we have some fancy orange Kill Team dice along with a set of Krieg and Orc transfers. The Orc ones are especially nice as they have some of their faction favourites on there. Hey, go bad moves. Then we have our tokens. Nice enough. Now, I'm not really the biggest fan of loads of tokens all over my war zone. Having said that, they are black and bright orange. This makes it a bit easier to spot as they do stand out quite well. Then lastly, we have our battlefield. This is just the printed fold-out one, but you can get more durable carded ones. Not much to say about this. It's a good print and serves the purpose of giving us our battlefield size straight out of the box. We have our bases. And keeping the nerds happy, we have a mini 96-page core rulebook. This is everything you need to kind of get started playing with Kill Team. This is great, and I wish GW would do more mini books like this with starter sets, as it's easier to carry around. Less paper, I do wish there was a little download option like they're doing with some of the Warhammer 40k codexes now, but maybe that's something we'll see in the future. I just think GW wants us to carry around books for the rest of our lives. Then we have our instructions. Now it's worth noting these are the full kill teams, so if you bought them separately you are getting the full multi-part kit. There are 11 miniatures in each side I believe, and they come with quite a few options, the Krieg more so than the Orc Commandos. However, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic value, and the value of these kits puts it kind of in line with the starter set itself, so you know there's a big saving option there. And lastly, the recruit book. This, much like the Warhammer 40k 9th edition sets, it's a fantastic book. It eases you in tutorial style to missions, situations that might arise during your game, step by step. I love stuff like this, and it really does make the whole box feel like a complete starter set. It also houses your data cards at the end. While is a good thing, I do wish they would have kind of given you the separate postcard sizes, because if you are playing with a friend and you're both learning, you're having to pass the book back and forth. It's a small gripe, but it's kind of just always on the cusp of greatness for me. If they had just put cards on that you could have in front of you, it would have made this perfect. However, it's full of nice information, pictures, it's well presented. I really like it. So all in all, this box would have set you back £65 from GW Direct. Even cheaper if you buy it from an independent. And if you add up absolutely everything that comes in this box, it would total to about £127.50, less a few parts that you can't get out the box. That's including things like the scenery and the dice. That's a saving of over 50% with all you need to get started. Personally, I'm really looking forward to dipping my toes into Kill Team this year. So begs the question, does this box hold up? Well, yes and no. As much as I think this is an amazing jumping in point for those looking to get into Kill Team with a really reasonable price point, it could also do with a bit of a refresh, bringing it just in line to where Kill Team is now. The box contents wouldn't have to change much, maybe just add a small 4-page pull-out rules preview sheet, maybe preview some of the additional rules that have come with the later box sets, a few QR codes so you could have everything digitally, and maybe just some data cards, so do you know what, you wouldn't have to keep passing a book back and forth. And this probably would have been an absolute perfect box. It always seems to me that GW is just on the cusp of something amazing, and they tend to just do something that just knocks it down a peg. But aside from that, this is a fantastic place to start, and very much feels like the baby bear of starter sets. I think this is a really good value box and a good jumping in point for those looking to get into Kill Team, or those wanting to but maybe not sure what it's all about. So I'm giving this 4 out of 5. I don't really have a rating system, so we're going with Grim Dark Sausages. Kill Team starter set gets 4 out of 5 sausages. And that's it for this kind of review. Once again, I think this is a great set. A few little tweaks to bring it in line, but I still think it's as relevant as it probably was 2 years ago. That's it from me in this one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give me a like and consider subscribing. Stay tuned in the future as well, as I'll be doing a lot more Kill Team content. But that's all from me in this one. I'll see you all next time. God bless and take care.